that monopoly expert, Stoller, who Richard Rushfield interviewed last week.
Right, right.
He was pretty cynical, dark take that Netflix is only doing this to sort of hamper competition. You kneecap Paramount, and you tie up Warner Brothers in red tape for a couple of years. It's a Machiavellian play that
it's a very expensive Machiavellian play because they have a $5.8 billion breakup fee.
right.
And maybe that gets mitigated if they don't finish the deal. It's a $2.8 billion if Warner Brothers doesn't finish the deal. So maybe that's possibly true. It feels a little bit like a very expensive way to spend some very expensive lawyer and executive time.
Yeah, I'll say though, and the $5.8 million aside, billion aside, it's the only one that makes sense. There's been a lot of crunching of the numbers, and despite what Peters and Sarando said on Monday, it's a real stretch to see how they can make these sort of legacy businesses grow and make sense to their sort of very different business model. You're right. It's a lot of employees. It's a lot of, in the worst way of looking at it, a lot of wind drag. So maybe Stoller's not so out there. I don't know.
The flip side, and not flip side, there are many flip sides on this thing. There are more flip sides than a pancake house. But that being said, one of the things that caught my eye is in the proposal, the latest proposal from Paramount Skydance, they are counting on $6 billion in synergies. Well, you know what synergies are. That's the synonym for laying everybody off. And that's not good. And I think more importantly, people like Jim Cameron, who say they would much rather have Paramount get the deal because they're committed to theatrical releases, are missing the fact that they've already cut $2 billion plus and are going for $3 billion with the Paramount Skydance stuff, and Warner Brothers is 3 times bigger. I mean, this is thousands and thousands and thousands of people that they would need to lay off. And one of the points he made along the way was, oh, by the way, getting to $6 billion in cuts means you're going to cut some stuff that actually makes money. So you need to make bigger cuts to make up for the fact that some of the stuff you're going to have to get rid of does make money. So Hollywood should not sit there and go, oh, it'll all be fine when David Ellison takes over, as opposed to the big bad guys over on Sunset Boulevard. So I think that's important not to get.
I think we've learned some things this week. And, a number of published reports came out that even the Trump administration was taken aback by the sort of presumptive attitude that, of course, if at one point, I guess, in his overtures to Trump over the weekend, Ellison said, I will smite CNN and bring it to heel and do all the things that I expect that you would want. And it was almost like, sure, we do those things, but we don't want you to say we do them. It's sort of like, I think he even rubbed DC.
Right. Takes all the fun out. We don't get to do it. It's like, Caitlin Collins, I'm sure will end up at Comcast or something, but our M Snow, as I like to call it.
Yeah, the perspectives, again, I'm referring to Stoller. Neither of these are good alternatives. Neither Netflix or Paramount about to. But, I'm sorry to say it, those are the two you are left with. It's pretty binary at this point.
Right. And Comcast wouldn't have been better in terms of job cuts. The reality is this is the end stage of Hollywood. We'll call it 1.0, but Hollywood as we know it. This is the end stage where you're selling off for parts the old tired business models and the companies behind them. This is that. And everybody's going to get whacked some. We've already seen lots of people lose jobs. Lots of people have a hard time finding the next job. Lots of people having to go to Atlanta or London or Vancouver to find a gig. This ain't stopping it. This isn't going to suddenly transform and save anybody. So that's just reality.